If you can't kill a boss, no reason why you can't look like one. Moogle putting the wow in transmogs.
Here's a rather unique look for Shaman, but it does fit the RP value of Shaman. Let's break it down. Pauldrons of the Skybreaker, Tomb of Sargeras LFR. We're going to get a lot of use out of LFR's Tomb of Sargeras Shaman stuff. The chest is from Mop, Townlong Steps. There is a supplier there, and you can buy the Wasteland Chain Armor, and also you can basically get it from quests. You got to check Wowhead which quest. Wasteguard of Interminable Unity. Tomb of Sargeras LFR, Sisters of the Moon, kind of a fair drop rate to get the belt from Legion. The legs, Wasteland Chain Leggings, Townlong Steps. Suppliers in, you're looking at the auction house or you're looking at quest rewards to basically get those legs. The feet, Fell Step Foot Guards, Holes of Valor, Heroic, God King Skullvold, and you're looking at a fair drop rate for those boots. Moving on, we're going to hook you up with the wrist or the bracers, Nightmarish Chain Shackles, the Waking City, Tekris is the boss, and a fair drop rate of about 5% for those bracers. Moving on, we have a Magthar Orc in the back, Drape of the Skybreaker, that's a Shaman-only cape, Tomb of Sargeras LFR, the Desolate Host, and the headpiece, also from Tomb of Sargeras LFR, Demonic Inquisition, fair drop rate for the Helmet of the Skybreaker, and the weapon. This is a one-handed mace, Mythic, the Waking City. This is a pretty simple set, and it works. It's from BC and Vanilla mostly, and we're going to start with the shoulders. Cataclysm shoulder plates, the Eye, Void Reaver, 58% on the drop rate from or for the Shaman tier shoulders. So you're looking at those shoulders, the head, the gloves, all from a Shaman tier, also the boots. The chest is Vanilla, drop in Silithus, or you could buy it on the auction house. The girdle of the Dauntless Conqueror, Trial of the Champion, the Black Knight, 12% on the drop rate for a very Shaman-looking belt. Moving on to the legs, which are the Triumphant leg plates, Silithus. There's the rare you could farm it from or buy it on the auction house. So the chest and the legs are both from Vanilla. Moving on, we have a dwarf, I believe a Dark Iron Dwarf, Tempest Strider boots. Sherpen Shrine Caverns, the Lurker Below, 24% on the drop rate, decent drop rate for those boots. The hands are the Cataclysm Gauntlets, Sherpen Shrine Caverns. Leo Thras the Blind, 58% on the drop rate to pick up the hands. Moving on to the back, which is the Sun Glimmer Cloak Ulduar. It is a quest reward. There are lookalikes, which I also believe are quest rewards, so check Wowhead. And the head, Cataclysm Helm, Sherpen Shrine Caverns, Lady Vaj, 54% drop rate, and the weapon, a one-handed mace out of Uldir, Zekvaz, 10% drop rate. Checkmark, Alliance only for this particular set, just simply because of the cloak. So if you can find a different cloak, you could basically squish it in there for Horde. The shoulders are LFR Nighthold. You're also looking at the bracers, LFR Nighthold. The helm, LFR Nighthold. The chest, Vanilla, Razor Fen Downs to farm it from various mobs or buy the Steadfast breastplate on the auction house. The belt, Corrupted Gladiator's Chain Wasteguard, BFA PvP sources. Eventually you should be able to purchase it for Marks of Honor. Moving on to the legs, which are part of the same drop set from Vanilla as the chest. This particular leg plate you're going to have to get out of Dire Mall, various mobs, or the auction house to pick up the Steadfast leg plates. We have a Dark Iron Dwarf hooking you up with the feet, Sabatons of Burning Steps. Yes, there's also a zone called Burning Steps. LFR Nighthold, same bat channel, bat station as the bracers, the shoulders, and the headpiece. The wrist, as you can see, Emerald Nightmare. And the Lord's Cape is Felwood, Fidonis is the rare. The Tabard, Council of Exarchs, Tabard, Storm Shield, that's Alliance only, Quartermaster Gold Rep. And the headpiece, Nighthold, LFR, Elisande, and the last one is the mace. It ties in things very, very nicely. This particular mace is out of Siege of Orgrimmar. Mythic Garrosh Hellscream is the boss who drops the mace. This set is a little bit of an upgrade from another xmog we did a long time ago. Want to point out that you could take the triumphant chest and the legs from the second set, easily put it on this set. Or you could take the chest piece and the legs, engraved breastplate, and the leg piece, which we'll get to in a minute, less than a minute, and you can put that on the second set as well. So a little bit of mix and match if you want to go for it. The shoulders and the belt, particularly this belt here, the Nighthold Mythic Elisande, 12% on the drop rate for the belt. Now we're going to move on to the legs, which are the engraved leggings. Blasted Lands Gruntler is the rare, or you can buy it on the auction house. Like I said, you can swap those two pieces, the chest and legs, from set 2 to set this number and this number to set 2. That's the way it works. Boots of the Skybreaker, Shadow Moon Valley. That's the BC version. It's a quest reward to get those boots. Moving on, we're going to stick with the Dark Iron Dwarf. Manacles of the Nightmare Colossus, Nighthold Mythic, Zuvius, 12% drop rate for those wrists. And the back, Gildthorian Cloak, Karazhan BC, Terrestrian Elhoof is the boss, 17%. Karazhan is always cool to do. Got a lot of cool stuff on the Legion version and a lot of pets you could pull out of there and sell on the BC version. And as you can see, that's where you get the engineering headpiece and the weapon, Iron Docks Heroic, which means you could spam it once a day. Oshir is the boss. Well, this is very Kerbit the Frog, very green. Shoulder wraps of the Witch Doctor. See, this goes all the way back to Throne of Thunder Heroic, which means mop, and we have some evidence of a Witch Doctor, which of course is a class that is in Diablo and may see itself into WoW one day, maybe 5-10 years from now. Corroded Valkyr Chainmail, Broken Shores, you can see you get that from a vendor, 650 Veiled Argranite, which are easy to pick up. Looking pretty sharp on a Lady Draenei, Longjaw Chain Belt, Throne of Thunder Heroic, Cache of Storms, 14% on the drop rate, part of the same tier set as the shoulder. So we're getting a lot of use out of mob stuff, but kind of different mix match of raids. Leggings of the Undaunted Trial of Valor, Odin on the legs, part of the same set as the chest. Got a Lady Goblin showing the feet. Prideful Gladiator's Foot Guards of Meditation. If you hoard, you're going to have to go Grievous on those boots. Moving on, we're going to hook you up with the hands. Are from Blackrock Foundry, regular version. Oreo Cookie is the boss. Origorger. Yeah, okay, hopefully that's right. Marsh Water Mantle, Tanan Jungle, Order of the Awakened Quartermaster, 5,000 apexes, blah blah blahs to get that. The headpiece, Prideful Gladiators Ringmail Helm. If you hoard Grievous, 3 marks of honor for the headpiece. And the weapon, Siege of Orgrimmar LFR Garrosh Hellscream, drops the staff. I kind of like the overall look here because it's kind of unique. And there's a little problem with it, so we'll get to that in a second. The shoulders you're going to get from Timeless Isle or Siege of Orgrimmar Heroic. Ordos is the boss. They say Ordos is probably your best shot because you could just go there, take out one boss as opposed to grind your way through Siege of Orgrimmar. Chest guard of the Ravenous Fiend, Trial of the Champion Heroic, Champion's Cache on the chest. The belt is from the Nighthold Mythic. Alessandre is the boss, 12% on the drop rate for the belt. And here's where the problem lies. There's conflicting sources as to whether or not these particular legs are still available. Rin's leggings of Foresight, there's a very similar look-alike on the Horde side. Black Market, Auction House is probably the best way to go if you don't have it already because, like I said, conflicting sources as to whether or not it's still available. Wowhead says no. Wowhead tends to be right more often, so I just couldn't let it go. I usually don't throw out something you got to get on the Black Auction House, but I thought this set just looked too unique to give up. Fire Totem Bracers, Timeless Isle Heroic, of course, that means you could also get those bracers from Siege of Orgrimmar Heroic. And we got a Magthar Orc show in the back, Cloak of Hideous Unity, Hellfire Citadel Heroic, Fell Lord Zakun is the boss. The headpiece is Ulduar Flame Leviathan, 12% drop rate for the Steam Workers goggles, or googles, and the weapon, Primal Gladiator's Battle Staff, WoD PvP vendor. If you hoard, you're out of luck. My name is Luxeley. Want to thank you for stopping by. I want to leave you with a final thought. Whatever it is by you, whether it's morning, afternoon, or night, do what you can. Make the day epic.